What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video today, and in this video we are doing the 17th installment of Retro Reviews. Today we're going to be reviewing my Gemini Jet's 1:400 scale UPS McDonnell Douglas DC-8-71 freighter. Prior to me starting this channel, this used to be my only other DC-8 outside of that DHL, which I have taken a look at previously on this series. Feel free to go check out that video if you want to see a review on my DHL DC-8-73, I believe it is, but it is another DC-8-70. A very nice little model here that I picked up, I think it was all the way back in 2013 sometime, and I vividly remember unboxing this because this is the first ever Gemini Jet that I got broken. I believe it was one of the horizontal stabilizers that came off in the box, and then I know I said with the DHL, the tail came off on it, so I've had bad luck with the DC-8s, but thankfully, when I got that Eastern in Massive Unboxing number 1 back in 2018, that one was perfectly fine, and I may do a retro review on that because it was in a live stream that wasn't really well organized, so I may look at some of those models because they haven't really gotten a whole lot of attention on my channel outside of the ones that have made some regular appearances in airport updates since. So go ahead and move the model out of the way. We'll take a look at the box. Get into a nice groove with these retro reviews. I actually like doing these now and really starting to love doing them. Got the Gemini Jets logo up here, made for collectors by collectors. Image of the plane, UPS logo, McDonnell Douglas DC-8-71 freighter. And this is the UPS designed box, which has like this light blue background here, and then you have the UPS stuff, of course, and then it's black on the bottom, and then you have the white on the sides, and also the black on the top as well, and then you have this here. It's maybe more like a brown or so, but I think it's kind of faded into a black a little bit, so I'm not sure. It's just more of the, or actually I think it's supposed to be black because the livery here is black. Brown, I'm thinking of the current livery, which they have like the orange there for the UPS logo, of course, as well. Looking really nice. And then your UPS license disclaimer and Boeing license disclaimer, which the DC-8 McDonnell Douglas trademarks now under the Boeing umbrella. 2011 release. This was released in the October-November combined set that year, which I found to be very interesting. Nice to know that Gemini Jets has been always doing those combined releases. It hasn't been something that they just started up recently. It's been something that's been going on for quite some time now for varying reasons. And then the item number on this is GJ UPS 1052. I'm going to bring the lovely UPS DC-8 into frame. I'm really hoping to find the newer livery UPS DC-8 because some of them they did paint into the brown and orange livery right before they got retired. I think it was like 2009, I want to say, when UPS retired these things. But many of them obviously flew with this older United Parcel Service livery with the black cheat line. But I think a few did get painted, and a few did get painted into the Worldwide Services livery that came out sometime in the 2000s or so, and that livery's been around ever since. Has been updated recently just to remove the Synchronizing the World of Commerce titles that were underneath it, just to simplify the livery and make it look a little more clean, which I've liked ever since. Alright, so let's go ahead and bring the nose section into view as we start up over there. Starting off up here, we've got the nose cone, we've got the cockpit windows and some panel details right there. 713 on the nose gear door, and then we have the nose landing gear, of course. All the wheels do roll on the DC-8, which I like here on the DC-8-70. We've got the L1 door, and then we have a cargo door right over here. We have the United Parcel Service titles just above the black cheat line. Got the beautiful CFM56 engines, which is what the DC-8-70 was known for. It's essentially an upgraded DC-8-60 with these new engines, for those that don't know. Because I think it's a DC-8-61 that has the lengthened fuselage, and then when you upgrade it to a 70, you put on these new engines, which look really nice. Some of them do have some upward tilt, but what can you do? It's not horrendous to me, so I'm not really bothered by it. Got the main landing gear. Again, all the wheels do roll on this, made of rubber. You could probably listen to them roll if you listen very carefully, but I'll probably adjust the audio and editing. We have November 713 Uniform Papa as the registration. We'll take a look at that aircraft's history in a little bit. And I got the beautiful UPS tail, the very old one at that. Kind of reminds me of the days when Dale Jarrett used to be sponsored by UPS. Nice little NASCAR reference. And then here is the right side of the aircraft. Same details and everything, but you don't have a boarding door and a cargo door there. We do have a little luggage door back over there. Second one closer to the engines, and then there's two more here at the back. See, a little bit of the paint's kind of chipped away, but I've had this model for a long time, so what can you do? And then we've got the anti-tail strike piece right there, so you can see that very much noticeable when I put it right on the ground there on the rear section, but just a very helpful safety feature so that it prevents a tail strike from happening on takeoff. And take a look here at the bottom of the aircraft, which is a nice silver paint. They tried to give it like a slight shine slash polish to make it look like real metal, but it's just a silver paint really, but not too bothered by it. There's all the gear stuff, and then the Gemini Jets logo and stand hole right under there. You can see some more of the little details. And up here on the top, not a whole lot going on here, but we do have a beacon light there in the back. Nothing much else up on the front. All in all, a very nice model, and I would recommend it if you're looking for a DC-8. I'd recommend going for those UPS or the Airborne Express ones, because I think, yeah, they did have some of them at some point. Other operators have had the DC-8, and a DHL, of course. I think, yeah, they used to have one in the current yellow livery, because I remember watching an LAX plane spotting video that was dated 2012, and there was one of those things flying around. Unfortunately, I don't think that one is flying anymore. I think it's since been retired, and I don't know what happened to it since. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the aircraft's history. November 713 Uniform Papa, and it has quite a storied one at that. It originally began its life all the way back in October of 1968, delivered to Delta Airlines as November 1300 Lima, and it was a DC-8-60 originally. Sometime while it was with Delta, it was upgraded to the DC-8-70 model, equipped with those CFM 56-2 engines. I was not able to ascertain exactly when, but I do remember seeing a photo on Google, and it showed the Delta DC-8, which had the upgraded engines. March of 1989, it was transferred over to UPS, and then it was re-registered to November 713 Uniform Papa, which is what you see on the aircraft, about 6 months after. The aircraft was stored in 2003, and then later that year, it was unfortunately scrapped. So this aircraft no longer with us in the real world, but lives on very much so in model form. And that will do it for this episode of Retro Reviews. With that being said, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.